So no, don't. We do this every time we get together. We start talking. Good morning. And I'm Mary.
I'm Linda.
We're Pinky Mouse Cakes, Cookies, and Candy, and also known as Pinky Mouse Sisters in the Kitchen.
I was waiting on the clock to chime, and I said, Mary, it's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I gotta reset my clock. That's why it don't chime.
So it'll chime.
Yeah. So I hope that y'all are having a good morning. I think it's gonna be a beautiful day here.
It's really pretty outside.
I haven't gotten outside yet this morning. I kept thinking, well, I'm gonna go sit on the porch. I never did get time. So,
Too busy.
Yeah. And what I'm cooking this morning is not no lot to it. I'm still trying to get back in the groove of cooking. So it's a very simple recipe. And hopefully next week I'll get back on schedule of cooking something a little bit more to it.
And next week we're going to Mississippi.
Is it next week?
Yes.
On Thursday. That's right. Next week we're going on Thursday. So we're going to cook 2 days next week.
I think we're only going to cook twice next week.
Because we'll be filming our trip to Mississippi.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
So, hope y'all are having a great day, and I hope y'all can hear us. We don't have the mics on this morning. But first of all, what we're making is cheesy quiches. Cheesy quiches. Quichettes.
Quichettes, yes.
And that was my oven going off. I had preheated my oven to 400. And what I'm going to do first is this is parsley, and it needs 1/4 a cup of parsley, and this is fresh parsley. And what I do, and I guess I don't show you all the steps, but I know you know, I pinch off some of it, and I wash it, rinse it off, and then I take paper towels and squeeze it dry, and then I lay it out on my mat and let it air dry also. And I get all the stems. I peel it up down to just the little florets and the little flower, whatever whatever it is, the tip, the parsley. And then I've already chopped up some, but I was just going to show you. I use a knife to chop it, and I've already chopped up on almost 1/4 a cup, but 1/4 a cup is what we're using here today.
I love fresh herbs.
Yeah. So I chop them and chop them and chop them. And the reason I'm not doing it all on camera is for this very reason. It makes noise. So I just chop it like this. And I could have got the food chopper out, but for this little bit, I didn't want to dirty it.
I like chopping mine with a knife anyway.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm chopping cilantro or parsley, I like doing it with a knife.
Let's try not to make so much noise, but I don't think that's possible. So it's an next drawer.
You know what I'm looking for?
Yeah, I do, but you know what? I just use this knife.
Oh, okay, then you don't need this.
It's such a little bit, and the cup is so small. It's a 1/4 cup measuring cup, and I just use my knife, put it in there, because the big scraper is kind of big for a small amount.
Yeah, you're right.
And I don't do things exactly perfect and professional. I just do it whatever. And
You did a good job chopping that parsley. It's very
anyway, okay. So that's my 1/4 a cup of parsley, and then
you're going to use the knife, right?
I'm going to use that same knife. Matter of fact, if you want to get another one, you can help me chop the bacon. Just whichever one. Yeah, that'd be fine. It's 12 pieces of bacon cooked crisp. And the way I cook this, I cooked it, I turned the oven to 450, and I put aluminum foil in a cookie sheet, and I put the bacon in it, and that's how I cooked it. And
So do you care if I move these eggs while we chop
move my pan here too.
I don't want to chop something over there.
There you go.
The
There she's
bacon smells good.
And so
And tell me,
you just chop it up in little pieces, because we're putting it in that muffin pan. Chop it any way you want to, because it's crisp and it'll be easy to do. So
we've been having some mild weather, hadn't we, Mary?
Yeah, we have. You know, you can use bacon bits if you want to, but I really prefer the
Me
fresh.
too. I prefer this. It seems like this is crisper than the bacon bits. Don't you think it is?
Yes, yes. I prefer the real bacon.
In a pinch, you know, you could always use bacon bits.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and put the muffin pan over here, and you just sprinkle some of the bottom.
Okay.
The pan.
I think I've got mine chopped up as small as you.
Well, you chop it any way you want to. I just like it little because I want it to. I don't want it to you to get a hold of a big bite, you know.
Yeah. Bacon smells so good. You
It
know how
does.
long it's been since I've had bacon?
Is that right? I love bacon too, but I really haven't been eating much bacon because I'm trying to eat healthy. I sprayed this muffin pan. I sprayed it with avocado oil, and so that you can whatever spray you want to use it, or you want to put some butter in it, and whatever you want to do. You want to spray your muffin pan. This is supposed to make 12.
So you're putting about a piece of bacon in each cup,
That's right.
right?
That's right. That's quite a bit of bacon once you chop it up.
Yeah.
It is. Just go ahead and put them in the blender if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the bacon crisp.
Did I I'm trying not to. It scared me.
All right. Okay. That's a lot of bacon, isn't it?
It is a lot of bacon.
I didn't get another muffin pan out, so hopefully. And it's
I'm moving this knife.
I'm so
I don't want to cut my sister with a knife and me trying to be so careful.
Oh goodness.
After yesterday, my little fiasco.
We have them days, don't we, Linda?
Are you through with this?
I am through with that, and through with this
Yeah,
knife,
we
and
do.
through with this plate. I'm gonna wash my hands with some soap, not oil, bacon.
So we've been talking about our trip next week. And for those of you who live in the Jackson, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, southwestern Alabama, Louisiana, wherever y'all are at that are close enough, if y'all are planning on coming on the 20th to Jesus Name Tabernacle, Highway 49 South in Florence, Mississippi, it's actually between Florence and Richland. We would really appreciate if y'all let us know.
Yeah.
Because we are going to have little finger foods and a few things to eat after we get through with our singing and stories. So we kind of need a head count.
Yeah.
So if you plan to come, please let us know whenever you can.
Ooh, I run it over.
You need your.
I should have got a bigger measuring cup. Yes, please.
Okay.
We're going to beat these eggs. It's 6 eggs. Well, I've already got them in here. The 6 eggs, whole eggs. I'm going to beat them with the mixer. You can do a whisk if you want to, but I like my eggs beat up good. I am. Bring it over here. I don't want to just beat them much at all. I'm just really wanting to just get them beat up. Thank you, Linda. Let me move this out of the way. And I put a 1/4 cup of milk, and I spilled a little bit, Linda.
Okay. I'll grab a cloth.
And 1/4 cup of milk and a 1/4 cup of parsley flakes that I just chopped up. And this is hash browns, and you put it's a cup and a half of frozen hash browns, and then you let them thaw out, and then once they thaw out, you need to take a paper towel and squeeze all that water and moisture out of it. So then you put that in there. But I'm gonna put a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper. No, that was a teaspoon. Yeah, that is a half a teaspoon. I looked at my measurements and took the right one out, or I would have probably forgot. Thank you, Linda. And then I'm just gonna get a spoon and just mix up the eggs and the milk, salt and pepper, and the parsley. And now I'm gonna put in my cup and a half of hash browns. Now I can tell you that if you put it in here frozen, a cup and a half, then when they thaw out and you squeeze that water out, it's really not going to be a cup and a half. So don't panic if it shrinks down to a cup. That's okay. All right. So now we just put them in these little cups. I've just got my little ladle out here. And I'm not sure how much, but I'm probably putting a fourth a cup right now, but once I go around and put a fourth a cup of egg mixture in there, then I will see if I need to put some more. And when you're putting these in here, you go ahead and stir them as you do that, so potatoes, you'll get some potatoes.
I think the kids would love these, Mary.
It would. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do.
You gonna freeze them?
I will put the freeze, and so that whenever we get ready for breakfast, all you have to do is just put them in the microwave. Now, like I said, I don't know. This is a new recipe for me, y'all. I found it.
Just be enough, Mary.
Yeah, it's working out pretty good, ain't it?
Yeah.
So I'll have to wipe it up a little bit.
I got your paper towel right there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it is. And
I'm impressed because I thought it was going to be a lot more extra left.
I did too. I'm going to put a little bit more in some of them. So that's what it takes. So you're putting actually about a half egg per cup.
So how much would you allow per person? Maybe a couple of them per person?
At least, yeah.
Depending on if they were big eaters or not.
Right.
They want not more.
I'm gonna pour a little bit in here. A little bit in there. They're gonna puff up some, so we don't wanna overdo it.
That is just right.
And then you don't put the cheese on it until they come out of the oven. So I just wipe my pan up a little bit because that egg will burn on the pan.
I think this is a great recipe to have like for kids or
Yeah,
to have like breakfast on the go.
Right.
I mean, couldn't kids even take something like this to school and eat in the car?
Sure, absolutely. All right.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm putting it in the oven. We're going to start out in 12 minutes. It's 12 to 15 minutes. All right, thank you, Linda. Well, I walked away sometime you did. It's hard for me to pay attention to the camera and go about my business. I know you probably wiped that off, but I guess it's just habit.
I didn't wipe it off, Mary. I didn't.
It's okay. But anyway, so I got the timer on for 12 minutes. It may take 15 minutes, but I will tell you that they continue cooking just a tad after you get them out. So you don't want to overcook them. But if you'll take a knife and insert in the middle of it, it comes out clean. They're done. So that's what we'll do. There was something I was thinking about yesterday, Linda, about mother. And I should have come in and wrote it down, but I can't remember what it was now, but it was just something that I hadn't thought about in a long time. I don't remember what it was now. I remember sometimes things just pop up on our mind and that you can't think of any other time. So I guess I'm going to have to start writing it down if I want
Well,
tell y'all
I
about
know
it.
that Mother sewed for us all of our life. Even she sewed for me even after I was in my 20s. She was really the only person that could fit me because I'm not.
She had a waist like 18
I'm not shaped
inches.
like a lot of other people are, and Mama could fit me. But it wasn't important for her to have. She always looked nice, but it wasn't important for her to have nice things. She wanted her kids to have nice things.
Yes, that's that. And you know what? I understand that so well because I'm the same way. I don't care as long as I got a few outfits to put on. I don't care about shopping for myself. Used to hardly ever do it. Hardly ever.
Well, after our
more
house burnt when we were kids, I think I was between 4 and 5 when our house burnt, and Mother had just bought coats for all of us, and it was kind of a warm winter that winter, and we hadn't even worn the coats. They
We
were
had a wooden
brand new.
stove. We had a wooden stove.
They were brand new, and she bought them at Montgomery Ward's in Hillsboro, Texas. She was with me one day, and she had me to go down the street, and she showed me where she bought them coats.
Is that right?
And she never bought herself another coat after them.
Is that right?
Never did.
I didn't remember that. Well, she did in her older years, but not growing up.
We bought her coats.
Okay, well,
She didn't
that's
buy
true.
them
Yeah,
herself.
that's
We
true.
bought them
That's
for
true.
her,
That's true.
but she never bought herself another coat.
And we had just, she had just taken all 4 of us to a studio and had our pictures made. And there was what, 11 by 16? They were big pictures on the back on the wall behind our couch. And I remember Edward, he cried because his pictures,
And he would tell everybody, everywhere we would go, he would tell them that our house burned and it burned up our pictures. That was what was important to him. He was 3 years old.
Yeah, he was really young. But anyway, you just think about, we didn't consider ourselves of not having everything.
No, I never considered that we were poor at all. Never.
No, I just remember what I was going to
Okay.
say. Mother, we went through a period of time that we did have a hard time.
Really?
And that was right before Daddy got his disability, when Daddy was sick. And
then right after he died.
yes, we went through a real tough time. And Mother would fix us all she had for lunch that day.
Yes.
And it would be biscuits with eggs and mustard. She'd make the biscuits and she'd put eggs on it, but we didn't have mayonnaise because it cost more than mustard.
She bought mustard.
And she would put mustard on that. And as a child, I was a teenager.
We were teenagers.
We were
big
teenagers.
kids.
I said I would never, ever eat another egg with mustard. I would never do that. Yesterday, it just came over me that I wanted an egg with mustard on my bread. Not biscuit. I did bake biscuits yesterday morning, but I'm not really a big biscuit eater, but I made the 2 ingredients yesterday. And I did eat 2 biscuits yesterday, but I'm not a real big piece.
Biscuits.
But on bread, I scrambled me an egg and put mustard on that. It really wasn't as good as what I thought it'd be. But I never thought I'd ever do that again because that's something that brings back memories that I don't care about remember.
Well, Charles, for years when he was driving a truck and they would stop to eat breakfast, and he always ordered his breakfast, and he told him, bring me some mustard, and he's as far as I know, he still eats mustard
still do
on
that,
his eggs.
but not me. I don't do that because you know how some things just stick with you that you don't really want. I didn't care for it then, don't care for it today, but it was just, I don't know what it was. I just walked out on the porch and I hadn't eaten lunch or anything, and I said, I think I will, it just it sounded good. I made me just a half a sandwich with it, and I thought, that sounds as good as what I thought it was going to be.
Well, I remember there were some days that that she fixed. I'm a potato person. I've loved potatoes all of my life. Maybe she just did these for me. I don't know, but a cold fried potato sandwich, and y'all don't know how many French fries I've given away in my lifetime because they were cold. I wouldn't touch a cold French fry or fried potato for nothing.
I don't like
I guess if I was
potato.
hungry enough, I might, but I do not like them. I do not like them cold. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
Anytime, which is very seldom, that I order French fries whenever I eat out, you know, like a hamburger.
Eat
or
them on the
something.
way home.
Well,
I do.
do you? Well, I
did.
hardly ever order fries. I just don't. But if I do, I never eat a whole order. I can get a small order and I still won't, because I just really don't care. I just don't. I never. It's good, but I try to think, well, that's fried, you know. So I try not to.
Well,
I need to get some cheese
I
out.
haven't eaten French fries in a very long time. But when we would used to get like a Popeyes meal from Popeyes, I would get the large order fries, and I like them hot, and I always ask them to fix fresh ones if they will, you know, very kindly ask them. And I would eat all the way home. I would eat those hot French fries. I love hot French fries.
Yeah,
But,
that's the only time I'll eat them, because whatever it's.
And there were a few times that right after Daddy died, after we moved from the house that we owned just about a mile and a half from the house, and we rented this house because we were having such a hard time
Mother just
living in
couldn't
the
hold it.
house
Mhm.
where Daddy had died. And we did come home for lunch a few times.
Yeah,
remember
yeah, we did.
when we were in school? And I remember what Mama had. She would have peas, like purple peas or something,
Yeah.
cornbread, and that's
Yeah.
and I love them.
Me too.
I
I
eat
do
purple
too.
peas and cornbread any day of the
Me
week.
too. This takes a cup and a half of like Mexican blend. So I shredded these yesterday. This is pepper jack here. I'm going to put some of this, and I stood and shredded up 3 big blocks of cheese yesterday, so I would have it when I got ready. I just put the label. I just got the label off of the block and put it in there. Let's see.
We forgot to mention, but Carla's on the other end too. So
Yeah.
thank you, Carla.
Yeah. So I'm just going to mix this a little bit. That's pepper jack, and I'm going to put a little bit of cheddar, and then I'm going to put a little bit of mozzarella.
It's so much better when you shred your own cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I better not put too much at one time. I just, I like to, when you're making this recipe, you don't want to use that shredded that comes in the, it's already shredded.
Yeah, pre-shredded.
Because it doesn't melt as good. And plus it's not as good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And then this is mozzarella. I'm going to put a little bit of mozzarella in it.
And it doesn't take that long to shred cheese.
No, it don't. I done all 3 of these in just a matter of. So I'm just going to kind of mix this cheese up a little bit, and whenever I take the little quichettes out of the oven, we'll just sprinkle some of this on top of it, and it'll melt after it comes out of the oven. All right. Okay.
So are you done with this cheese?
I'm
You
done
want me
with
to
it.
put up?
Well, I don't care if
Now
you
you
put
want
it
to
up.
get the air out of it.
Yeah, I just air that one. You ever do that? You get the air, and then time you get it
Yeah.
zipped up, it's got air in it again. Put it on the left side, Christopher Linda. That's where I keep my cheese. Then let's see here. The oven, not like much. I dropped my jelly yesterday. I'm probably going to throw it away. It's the kind that's in the bottle.
Oh, the squeeze.
It's a squeeze kind, and it cracked the bottom of it. I've got it turned upside
no.
down, but I'm probably just going to throw it away.
I gotta make some jelly. I hadn't made jelly in a long time, and I need to do that.
Yes. I was looking at some recipes last night, and there's a recipe in there for blackberry jam. I just may do that one day. Blackberry jam. What kind are you going to do?
Well, I would make blackberry jelly,
okay.
but I can
Okay.
make strawberry too.
Okay.
You know, you can
Well,
make,
it doesn't matter.
make it.
We'll just do
but
one of
no, you do the jam because I don't make the jam.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm pretty sure it's jam. Now, I may be wrong, but it's something. It makes 8 half pints.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. I'm not as crazy about blackberry.
Yeah,
as I am
that's my
strawberry.
favorite. Blackberry's
Yeah. So
my
you
favorite.
could do the blackberry. I'll do the strawberry because I'd rather have strawberry than I had blackberry.
I still want to go to Panola Orchards, but I
I
just
know.
don't know if I'm up to picking or not.
Yeah.
You know, they
Me neither.
every time that I think it's convenient for me to go, they're either picked out or either it's rained real
Yeah.
hard and
Yeah.
you have to take boots and put sacks over them or cover your feet so
Yeah.
you're not getting muddy.
Well, I just don't know. Me stooping over,
Yeah.
you know, getting
I
back
don't
up,
think that
I'm
would
not
be good
sure.
for you.
I'm doing okay, but it's going to take me a while, I guess, for me to get used to this medicine, for the
Yeah.
medicine get used to me or me get used to the medicine. I don't know which, but it seems like I'll have a good day and the next day I won't feel good.
Yeah.
But I have found out the key to a lot of it is me sleeping at night.
Yeah.
And when I don't sleep at night, it's just, I don't get up feeling that well. So, anyway.
Your hair looks really pretty today.
Oh, thank you. It's my hair. Me and my hair. We go. Oh, I have to pray over it all the time because it just will not seem like it won't curl like it used to.
Okay, it's been cooking for 12 minutes.
I don't think
Set it
it's
for
done.
how many more minutes?
3 more minutes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that it's going to take 15 minutes. It just don't look like they're done.
They're puffing up really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not quite done, are they?
Not quite done. Give them a few more minutes. I'll go ahead and get the rack out because we'll need to put them on the rack. I keep my, I think you do too. Keep your mats in with your cookie sheets.
I
laying
do,
up,
yeah.
Because that keeps your mats flat.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, if you put these mats in the dishwasher, they're gonna kind of warp. And to get them, I read this on Facebook, and you probably read it too. To get them back in shape, you now let me think a minute. You put hot water on them and lay like a cookie sheet or something down. So while the mat is hot,
Okay, well, I was just going to say put them between 2 cookie sheets, but that makes sense.
you get it hot because that's the reason it warps in the dishwasher is because of that hot steam. But if you'll put hot water and get it hot, and then put it between 2 cookie sheets,
That makes
it'll
sense.
flatten out
Then
for
we
you.
have a thank you we need to do.
Yes. I was just thinking about that the other day, Linda, that I was running low. Well, matter of fact, I
on the
think I
cookies
got.
and cream.
Yeah.
This is
I love this.
From Brenda. And
Yeah.
I think she's in Delaware. I'm pretty sure she is. Hi, Brenda, if you're watching.
Yeah.
And she wrote us a really sweet letter and sent us also a card and
Thank you,
a
Brenda.
couple of little gifts in it.
God's blessings to you for your recovery. It gives you strength for the weary and increases the power of the weak. Jeremiah 40:29. Oh, that's so sweet. She wrote me a real sweet note. Sent me a little keychain. Says, never underestimate the difference you made in the lives you touched. Oh,
Wasn't
that's
that
so
sweet?
sweet. And
her
what
word-
is this?
That's a little Jesus and Lord's Supper coin. It's real
Okay.
sweet. And Brenda's birthday is the 15th. Mine's the
This
13th
month?
and hers
Yeah.
the 15th. So happy early birthday,
Happy
Brenda.
birthday,
And to
Brenda.
all of our May birthdays, happy
Yes.
birthday. Happy
I
anniversaries.
was trying to open this so I could show them. It's not to. There we go. Some of these things are hard to open. Isn't that?
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. I get it out.
It's got the Lord's Supper on one side and a picture of Jesus on the other.
That is neat. That is really
Thank you
cute.
so much. And she
Thank
sent me
you.
the same thing and
Thank
also
you.
sent Mike a card.
That
which
is
I
so
thought was
sweet.
very sweet.
That is very sweet. Thank you, Brenda.
And I've gotten several birthday cards. I'm not even going to name who they're from because I don't know right off the top of my head. But thank you, everyone that has sent birthday cards. I appreciate it.
Linda's birthday is Saturday, and her address is on our website if you want to send her a birthday card.
Oh, that is totally
We're,
not necessary at all.
We are, we're just going, our family, out to eat that day, because we've got so much going on next week and getting together and everything, so we're going to just celebrate Linda's birthday with, going out. I'm going to take her out to lunch with my kids.
And that'll be fun. We'll really enjoy that. And I told Mary, absolutely no cake. I'm not eating cake these days. So she promised me she would make one.
Now I'm gonna test these.
They look like they're done. They look beautiful and they smell really
I'm
good.
gonna stick a knife in the middle. Yeah, they came out clean, but I need to let them sit for 3 minutes.
Before you put the cheese
No,
on?
we need to put the cheese on it now. Here, take that and I'll get another one.
Okay.
And just put cheese on top of it. The 3 minutes they'll be.
It don't look like I'm getting it right on the thing, Mary.
That's all right. Doesn't matter.
Well, I don't want to mess up your pretty quichettes.
I think we might do better to use our hands.
I might do it. And for
The
those
heat
of
will
you-
melt it.
I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know, I don't taste of this delicious food my sister makes, not because I don't want it. It's just I'm not eating like I used to. So y'all don't
I'll
hate
taste
me
it.
for that.
I'll taste it. I'll be more than taste it. I'll eat more. So it's really up to y'all how much. This was a cup and a half. If you don't want to put a cup and a half, that is strictly up to you. But that's why they're called cheesies, because we do put a lot of cheese on it. So just let it sit there and the cheese will melt. Won't take it long. It's melting. That cheese that we've dropped on the pan, it's melting, that's for sure.
It sure is. Oh, that looks good.
So I'm hoping you hear the water going.
Oh, that's your ice maker
Yeah.
you got going.
I bought me an ice maker. It's not the one I wanted, but that's the one that I got. When I went up there, Easter, when I went up to see the
Yeah.
grandkids,
Your little tubs.
our friend, Shelly's mother-in-law had ice maker, and I just loved it.
Is it a bigger one?
It's the same size, but the ice is
Bigger.
No, the ice is smaller.
Oh,
The
okay.
ice is smaller, and that's what I wanted. It was a little round pellets.
I love those little round
Yeah.
beads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic used to have those.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted, and I looked them up, and it was a lot more expensive than the one I bought.
Yeah.
But right after then, I went to Walmart, and they had them for $88. Marked down for
Oh, no,
$88.
the same-
This one, no, not the one she's got. No, the one she's got
Oh.
several hundred. And I said, you know what? It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So I bought that, and you know what? I really enjoy having ice.
I like it. Of course, I'm not drinking sweet tea now either, so,
Yeah.
or sweet lemonade like
Yeah.
I used to. But I make it and put it in the bags and then put it in the freezer. Is that
Yeah.
what you're going to do?
Yeah, I got bags of ice in the freezer. I need to go get a platter to put this on. Go ahead and
Okay.
talk to them. I forgot to get it out.
So, tomorrow we'll be at my house cooking, and actually, what we're cooking is not actually being cooked. It's a no-bake dessert that I'm making. And then next week, Mary will be cooking on Monday, and then we'll be together on Tuesday, and then Thursday we'll be on our way to Mississippi, so we are not going to cook Wednesday of next week like we normally do, because we're going to be doing our live. I think Mary said this earlier. We'll be doing probably at least 2 or 3 lives from our trip in Mississippi. So
We'll wipe this off. I picked up the wrong one, but that's okay. This is the medium one.
Mary could easily decorate and have enough dishes to do a large event center.
Yeah.
Every kind you could think of, she's got it.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm going to have to cool it down. I have so many, always have to rinse them out just from just sitting on
Yeah.
the shelves.
And that's the deal. There's no place to put them.
Yeah.
You know, you like to
can't
have them, but you just don't have
I
space.
can't put them in the kitchen, so I just have to, I have shelves in one of my rooms. So, we'll just put it on that whenever. They're just about to all melt, don't you think?
Yeah, that looks really nice. Hot. Aren't they cute? They're so tiny.
Yeah. I knew they was going to be kind of thin. See?
This would be really good for even little kids, Mary.
Yeah.
Does Bradley eat eggs?
I think so. I think so. Oh, I got to show y'all pictures.
I know Kinley will. Kinley, did you see that picture of her yesterday?
I did.
She's a little mess.
She is a little mess. Some of y'all have seen it. That's on Facebook. That's on our Facebook. Probably seen it, but I'm going to show y'all a picture of Bradley and Kinley. Bradley. I think he had his last baseball game last night, and so they was at the ball game. And Kinley, I got Hunter. I guess I got Miranda a double stroller when Hunter was born, so that she would have, so she could put both Kinley and Hunter in the stroller. So it's a double one, and it's taken Kinley a little while to understand that she has to stay in that stroller because she runs off and her ball can't keep up with the baby. So let me show you that picture I was talking about. She looks like she was wanting out of that stroller big time.
You know, Mary, she looks exactly like her daddy. But do you know, I saw you in that picture.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I saw you in that picture. That curly hair. Isn't that a doll?
Isn't she a doll? That bow is as big as her head. But she always, now she's at a ball game. Miranda dresses that kid up, and she's
always done that with her kids.
Yeah.
Wonder where she gets that from.
Oh, yeah, I always did. And that's Bradley. He was at his ball game.
Those were so
weren't
good.
They cute?
Yeah, and did you see how she had Hunter's hair combed?
I know.
Like a little boy.
I know it. I should have. I didn't bring that picture
adorable.
up. Yeah. Hunter, she had a little part down the side. It was so cute.
And he's got a head full of hair.
She dresses those kids so cute. It's important to her. Yeah. And I'm glad she's that way.
I am too. She is a good little mother.
Yes, she is. Well, this is my cheesy quichettes.
They look delicious.
Hard for me, that's a mouthful for me. Okay, so let me, once that gets cold, I can bag them. I'm gonna take a bite of it.
And this recipe would be easily doubled too.
Oh yeah, just do 2 pans, just double everything. I did put everything in it, didn't I? I get to thinking, it's so simple.
Looks like you did.
So I'm on. Well, that cheese.
That looks good.
You ain't gonna take one bite?
No, I want a bite, but I'm not.
Well, I'm gonna taste it about. You can definitely taste the bacon. There's quite a bit of bacon in there.
A piece of bacon for a muffin, that is a lot of bacon.
You wouldn't have to put that much bacon, but it really is good.
Yeah, it makes it delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious. Very, very good. So, it's something, now see, this would do 2 mornings at least for us. There's 3 of us, yeah, because about 2.
Yeah.
That's what you eat, which is equal to 1 egg. And if you use that avocado oil, that's not no butter. Now that cheese is fattening.
Now it doesn't have bread in it, but the way it's cooked, it almost makes you think of like a biscuit or something.
Yeah. Let me show you. That bacon's on the bottom. I thought the bacon might come up to the top.
Yeah,
but it didn't. It stayed on the bottom. So, thank y'all so much for joining us and listening to our stories and our life and what we're going to be doing next week. And anyway, y'all are so good to us, and thank you for the gifts, the cards. I'm still getting get well cards. Yeah. I was trying to say recovery, because some of the cards says recovery. All the get well cards. I appreciate it so much, and And I just love y'all to death. And I hope that y'all are having a blessed day. And y'all just don't forget to count your blessings, because whatever state you're in and whatever you're going through, there's always hope in the Lord.
Always
There's
something to be thankful for.
Always something to be thankful for.
And I'd like to say this, Mary. I know that so many of our viewers, our mothers and your mothers have passed on. But if you have a mother figure in your life, you know, an aunt or a friend or a neighbor or something, acknowledge them. Because, you know, there might be somebody that, you know, there's a lot of people, and I'm not talking about myself, you know, that maybe never had a child, but yet they were mothers to people. And there might be people in nursing homes that won't have any visitors on Mother's Day. Remember them.
Exactly. I will tell y'all, since I have mentioned her, I didn't say the name, but one of our elderly ladies in our church that I always carried some of my food to. She was always so happy to see me and see what I brought her and all that. She went to meet the Lord what is today, Wednesday? Must have been over the weekend. And Friday, I think, it's Friday or Saturday. And so she went to meet the Lord, and so we're going to be doing a dinner at the church for her. But it's just, you never know, you know, because she was elderly. She was elderly, but she did have cancer, is what it was. And she didn't know it until she was already just beat up with it.
Yeah.
And so.
And her husband had passed.
And her husband, she had lost her husband just probably about a year ago. Okay. She lost her husband. And she, of course, that, you know, she missed him so much. And that does play a part in it. And honestly, she was sick while she was taking care of him before he died, and she wouldn't go to the doctor. But she knew something was wrong, but she wouldn't go to the doctor because she was taking care of her husband. So, you know, we do what we can. We do what we think we have to, is what it is when you're taking care of your loved one. So don't forget to count your blessings. We love y'all so much, and like Linda said, we'll be at her house tomorrow, and she's always cooking up something delicious. So
I'm cooking something sweet tomorrow, so I won't be eating any of it. But hopefully, I told Carla to bring a cooler so she can take some home with her. So
we'll look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow. Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.